Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided it was time to do a mission statement about my channel, what you guys can look forward to, things like that. I'll be honest, when I first started this channel, I wasn't entirely sure what subjects I've covered, but it's been a little while and now it's kind of obvious. I'm gonna continue to do gear reviews, EDC item reviews, things like that. There is going to be a little bit less commentary. Hopefully you guys have seen my top 5 security industry things to keep in mind if you look for a job as a security officer. That's something I have years of experience with. I decided that would be something I would like to talk about on my channel, so I did. There's going to be a little bit less of that, but I'm still going to do top 5 lists. It's just going to be a little bit different instead of just social commentary. However, if something does come up that I feel is important enough to talk about, I will talk about it. After all, it is my channel. So we're going to keep doing the top 5. The top 5 will continue. It's going to be a little bit different than from that first video. I'm going to do gear reviews, item reviews, top 5 items from Snow Peak, top 5 items from Vargo Titanium, that sort of thing. Products that I normally would not dedicate a full video to, products I definitely would not dedicate 3 parts to. I'll be covering those items in the top 5s. There will also be more reviews of get home items, bug out bag items. I think there is a severe lack in the YouTube community about, well, not the most important gear that goes in your bug out bag or get home bag, but there's other items, not just nice to have items, but more obscure items that people really should consider tossing in their get home bags, bug out bags. So in the near future, I'll be covering those as well. Of course, the usual EDC and gear reviews. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why should I stop by your channel? Why should I watch your videos? And I'd like to tell you guys a quick little story about the last time I served jury duty. They had all of us packed into a large open room. This room was huge. It was large, it was open. There were chairs for at least 1,000 individuals, if not maybe 1,500, and we just sat there, waited for our names to be called, and there were a handful of bailiffs towards the front of this giant open room, and we just sat there. We could read, we could eat snacks, we could play with our phones, just as long as we were quiet. And normally when you serve jury duty, at least here in New York, you're going to be there for about 3 days. At least 3 days, maybe 4. So during one of these days, during one of these countless hours, I'm sitting there in the same row I sat in the other 2 days with a couple of individuals I had made friends with, and we sat together and we talked and had a good time. But I'm sitting there and I hear this individual several rows behind me snoring, and I mean loudly snoring. Keep in mind, I'm in a giant open room with at least 1,000 people, if not close to 1,500. There's this one individual snoring loudly. So I'm thinking what you're probably thinking. Okay, one of the bailiffs will get up from the very front of the room, walk over gently wake up this person. No, they didn't do that. So I'm thinking, okay, this person is snoring so loudly, someone next to him, or maybe someone in the row behind him or in front of him, who's right there, right next to him, will gently nudge him awake. No. I had to get up, walk up several rows, walk over a couple of seats, past a couple of people who were sitting there right next to him doing nothing, and gently nudge this person awake. It was a guy, a little bit younger than me. I nudged him awake. He woke up, and I very softly and politely said, "Hey, you're snoring." He immediately apologized, and I said, "Okay, you were snoring rather loudly. That's why I woke you up. Please try to stay awake." He again apologized. I turned around, went back to my seat. Not one bailiff said anything to me. I didn't expect them to say thank you. I thought maybe one of them would walk up to me and say, "Sir, I'm sorry, but you can't touch the other potential jurors." No, they didn't say anything at all, not one way or the other. I did notice that a couple of people in the rows that I hadn't made friends with were silently mouthing the words, "Thank you." And I just smiled at them and I sat down, and meanwhile in my head I'm thinking, what's wrong with you people? Seriously? I was in a room full of 1,000 people, maybe 1,500, and I was the only one who got up and did something about it. Now, I didn't shout at the guy. I wasn't disrespectful towards him. I just calmly got up, nudged him awake, told him that he was snoring, and that was it. Like I said, he did apologize. I can't blame him for falling asleep because a lot of us were bored, but when you start snoring like that, you have every right to expect someone to gently nudge you awake. And here's the thing. I was the only one who got up and did that. I can't control the people around me. You can't control the people around you. You can control yourself and your actions. And I learned a lesson that day. And I'll be honest with you, it definitely translates to YouTube, because a lot of those other review channels, they're sponsored. No one sponsors me. They get products for free for testing. No one sends me anything. Everything you see in my videos is stuff that I own. One exception, that picture on my first top 5 video, that's a picture a coworker brought in for all of us to enjoy and look at. I borrowed it, I used it. With the exception of that one picture, everything you've seen in my videos, everything you will see in my videos belongs to me. I paid for it with my hard-earned money. No one sponsors me. No one gives me products to test for free, and then it's like, oh, you can go ahead and keep that really expensive product. No. No. And thankfully, there are no full-blown shills when it comes to those other review channels. But there are some videos, and you can tell which ones they are, where companies send products, they expect a good review, and in exchange for it, you get to keep the product. I don't do that. I don't accept products from companies to test. What you see tested, everything is bought and paid for by me. No one else. I buy that. I test that. I give you guys honest reviews because I am beholden to nobody. Nobody sponsors me. Nobody sends me products for testing, and quite frankly, nobody pays me under the table to test products and give them a positive review. And unfortunately, yes, there are channels out there that do that. I used to be subscribed to a number of different EDC gear review channels, gear review channels. I unsubscribed from all of those. Yes, there are some individuals out there with integrity. I don't know how long their YouTube channels will stay that way. So I'm not gonna recommend other channels. I'm not gonna badmouth any specific channels because quite frankly, if you spend any amount of time watching all those other channels, you will see who the shills are. You will see who the individuals are who accept money to make positive reviews of products that are mediocre or in some cases garbage. You will find out who they are, just like I found out. My channel, I can promise you guys this, you will get honest reviews. You will not get any shilling. You will not get any garbage, quite frankly. This is something I feel strongly about. You know what makes my channel better than a lot of those other channels? I won't lie to you. How about that for a mission statement? Sound good? You come to my channel, you recommend my channel to your family, friends, co-workers, you will get honest reviews. I can't promise that I will upload on a regular basis because I work 2 full-time jobs, but I can promise that when I do upload, you will get honest reviews. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.